Hello and welcome. My name is Kelly S. Jones. I wanted to talk to you today about being loved and being taken advantage of, what the difference is. And I'm going to give you an example, so let's dive right in. I had a client who was in agreement under contract to perform a certain number of services for an end consumer. So she was serving a company who was serving the public. And there was an agreement, let's say her name is Mary, and let's say she agreed to do 50 bookings. And it was such a success that it far exceeded the 50. In fact, it went up to over 100. Now, while this was very exciting to my client, she started to feel like she was being taken advantage of. They were expecting her at a reduced rate to do double the work than what she originally agreed on. She was actually willing to stop doing this work altogether and to stop working with this company because she felt so really abused and bulldozed. And so in her mind's eye, she was seeing things black and white. It's kind of that good or bad, right or wrong, this and that. And I said, let's slow things down, right? Because obviously she wasn't feeling loved. And obviously being loved is going to be a personal thing to you. It's personal to her. What does that actually mean? What does that look like? And while the mind can have us in this or that situation, there's actually a lot of gray. There's a lot of area in between. There are a lot more options. And it's when we feel stuck between two options that we don't know what to do, and we feel a certain way. And until we slow down to move at the speed of love, can we actually start seeing other choices that are available to us. Choices that I wanted to help her to really stand in her power. Now, she was afraid, right? If she didn't do what this company asked her to do, she was afraid of her reputation. She was afraid of not being asked back. That's why she was going to the extreme that I'm not going to be able to work with this company ever again because I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to let them do this to me. And she was hurt, right? She was hurt that that would be the direction they took their relationship in. And I said, what if instead you went back to them and said, listen, for the number of sessions of clients that are above and beyond what we agreed to, we changed the split. And we changed the split to be in for my betterment, right? So that she'd get a bigger split than what was originally agreed on for the first 50. And she loved this idea. Now, I'm interested in not being blaming, not judging, but finding resolution that moves us out of fear-based perceiving and into a love-based perspective. So she actually loved the idea so much, she actually went back to the company and said, listen, based on the success of this program, I'm very happy about that. But at the same time, I'm not happy, and nor can I, at our original agreement, which you're asking me to hold to, do the other additional 50 consultations. So what I'm willing to do is I'll do those at a higher split. Now, of course, she was a bit nervous to ask for what her needs were, to ask for what she wanted. But that's what would be loving to her. And she came up with that split was. She came up with how long it would take her to do those additional sessions, etc. And to her surprise, the company agreed. And it's really interesting because historically, that company never made concessions, never did anything like this before. So in a way, it was a double, triple, quadruple win for her. So I hope this story helps you to know that you don't have to just settle. You don't have to suffer. That standing in your power can be a loving thing. That when you do stand in your power from a place of love, you're actually resolving the issues that are coming up, the triggers that are coming up from within you first, before you go back, before you reach out, before you speak your truth, because truth cannot be spoken if it is in any judgmental state, actually. And so May this guide you to know how to know your truth, how to love yourself, and how to speak from a place of power, from a place of loving yourself, to have situations be win-win-win, or just win-win. So, I thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button. Also hit subscribe for more editions that are coming. And feel free to leave a comment in the section below. I'd love to start a dialogue and a conversation with you. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to my newsletter so that you can get other tidbits. All right, many blessings. Have a lovely day.